Hello students, welcome to part 6 of how to program the video game Doom on the Broom using Scratch. The witch's next enemy is a fire-breathing dragon. Instead of flapping straight toward the witch as the bats do, it will spiral in slowly, which gives her more time to defend herself. So from our sprites list, let's click on Bat 2 and we're going to duplicate it. So right click on Bat 2 and choose Duplicate. A new sprite called Bat3 will be created. So let's click on Bat3, and in the top left hand corner let's click on the I button, and let's rename this sprite as Dragon, and then let's click the back button. Okay, so let's load some new costumes. So make sure you're on the dragon sprite, and let's click on the costumes tab. So we have the two bat costumes. Okay, we want dragons. So let's click on choose a costume from the library, and it will give us a number of costume options. So let's scroll down, and we want to look for the dragon costumes. So there are two to choose from. There's Dragon 1A and Dragon 1B, and you'll notice Dragon 1B has fire coming out of its mouth. So let's first click on Dragon 1A and click OK. Then let's choose a new costume from the library, and let's choose Dragon 1B. So let's click on Dragon 1B and then click OK. And you'll notice the two new costumes have been loaded. So let's delete the two previous bat costumes that we don't need. So let's click on the first bat costume, Bat 2A, top right hand corner, click the delete button. And then let's click on the second bat costume, Bat 2B, and then top right hand corner, click on the X to delete. Okay? Okay, so we're going to make a few changes to the scripts. So let's click on the scripts tab. Okay, so the first thing is you'll notice that this dragon sprite has 4 different scripts. So I'm just going to separate them so that they're easy to identify. So the first one we're going to adjust is the first script here that starts when I start as a clone, and it's the smaller script. This one also starts when I start as a clone, but this one is a lot shorter in its length of script. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on the forever block. So I'm going to pull out these two blocks here, and then I'm going to separate them by pulling the wait block down. I want to get rid of this block here, next costume. We're not going to use that anymore, so I'm just going to drag it into the center panel. Okay, so let's click on the purple looks blocks, and I'm going to grab the switch costume to. So that's the first thing that's going to go in the forever block. Switch costume to, and I'm going to change it. The first costume is going to be Dragon 1A. So that's the first costume that's going to appear. And I'm going to grab this wait block and place it underneath. So I'm going to change it to wait 2 seconds. So that costume is going to show for 2 seconds. Then I'm going to grab another switch costume to, and then place it under the wait 2 seconds. Switch costume to, and then this one is going to be costume Dragon 1B. That's the one with the fire coming out of it. So make sure that these two are different costumes. The first one is Dragon 1A, the second one is Dragon 1B. And then I'm going to go to the control blocks, and I'm going to grab another wait block and place it underneath switch costume to Dragon 1B. And then I'm going to show that for 0.5 seconds. 0.5. So the costume that has the fire coming out of the dragon is actually only going to appear for a shorter amount of time, 0.5 seconds. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to adjust the motion of the dragon so that it moves in a spiral pattern. So now what I want to do is I want to look at this big script here, and I'm going to focus on this repeat until loop here. Okay, so let's click on the motion blocks. So I'm going to grab a point towards block, and it's going to go underneath inside the repeat until touching witch. So I've got point towards, and I'm going to change this to witch, right? We want all the enemies to point towards the witch. Then I'm going to grab a turn clockwise, turn to the right. I'm going to put it underneath point towards, turn clockwise 80 degrees. Okay, so 80 degrees. And then I'm going to move game speed step. So I'm not going to change any of that. So these two blocks that I've added make the dragon spiral in towards the witch. Okay, so the last set of scripts that we're going to adjust is this set up here. Okay, and so it's the one that starts with when the green flag is clicked. We're going to set rotation style left, right, and we're going to hide. So then I'm going to go to the control blocks and I'm going to wait, place that underneath the hide and before the forever block. We're going to wait 10 seconds. So the dragon is going to appear after 10-second delay. And then the next one, we're going to change pick random from 10, 10 to 15. So they're not going to appear as frequently as the black bats. We're going to delay them a little bit. All right, so let's go to File. Let's save. So this time when you check your game and run your game, you're going to play it long enough so that you can see this dragon appear. And you want to notice its motion, that it's spiraling towards you. So at this point, click on the green flag, play your game, notice that new enemy, the dragon flying towards you. Then, once you've tested it, we'll go to File, Save. Okay, so this concludes part 6 of the video game project Doom on the Broom. Thanks for watching. Bye.